How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? It is your favorite rapper, the best film writer and director in St. Louis. Facts, award-winning published author, activist, journalist, actor, business on the Lacey G. Souldier Turner. And today we are here, with our special guest, one of the greatest rappers to ever walk the face of the earth, behind me up in this piece. But now we got a great actor, author, film director, businessman, what I'm saying? He everything like all the stuff I just said about me, he do the same stuff up in this world. We got the God, YC Bay up in this piece. Was cracking, bro.
Hey, what's happening? Appreciate that intro, man. Thank you for that. Straight up.
No problem, no problem. I had to get you on the platform, let the world know about, what I'm saying, the great talent up in this piece. So
straight up.
First question is, where were you born? And hold on, before we even get to the question, what I'm saying, this is my real blood brother. Yeah, I gotta let y'all know that in this blood.
Oh, that straight
same
up.
Mama, different daddy up in this piece.
Straight up.
All right, but first question, where was you born and raised, and how was your upbringing?
I'm born and raised in the city of St. Louis, you feel me? Basically lived all around this mug, from West Bell to the Cochran and Mappin and Vanda and all of that to Berkeley. But my upbringing, basically poverty-stricken environments type stuff, but I had a great mom that made sure we ain't really feel the poverty we was surrounded by. She did her best with what she had, but it was a struggle, but we made it do what it do, and is what it is, what it is. You feel?
So, have you ever did any jail stints? And if so, how did that make you feel when you was in jail? If you do?
Yeah, man, I remember being on papers for a burglary, but then I ended up getting caught with a gun while I was on papers. And that shit got revoked, and I was in jail for like the longest stint was 61 days, and that shit was crazy. That should be an eye opener. That should be fucked up because you got to depend on everybody outside to help you get through whatever you got going on. And like you always tell me, like, nigga, who was there, nigga, when you was locked up? All them so-called hood niggas wasn't there, nigga. Who was there? It was family, nigga. So yeah, basically, the real show up when shit get real. So yeah, but I made it through that by the grace of God.
Oh, it's jail a myth though. Everybody act like it's cool to go to jail and all this type of stuff.
Nah, man, shit. Man, if you like being around women, if you like having your freedom, doing whatever you want to do, not being told when to go to sleep, when to take a shower, being surrounded by everybody that's the same sex all the time, you constantly getting bossed around. If you don't like that, stay the F out of jail. But if you do, hey, you stupid, smack yourself and still stay the F out of jail.
So my next question is, how did you get into making music? What turned you into a hip hop artist?
Shit, what got me into making music is shit. You and ill lines, man. Shit, like whatever my big brothers would have did, I would have did. For real shit. If y'all was robbing banks, nigga, for a living, I would have been robbing banks for a living, nigga. But y'all started the rapping wave, shit, and me basically looking up to y'all. And that's what made me get inspired. But what really inspired me to make it real is writing a verse, a rap for mama way back in the day, like type shit for Mother's Day. I think that was my first attempt at putting rhymes together.
All right. So let me ask you this. To you, what is your most favorite favorite song or greatest verse to you that you ever wrote?
My greatest song, greatest verse that I ever wrote. Dang.
Right, I asked the hard questions. That was
right. That's a good question. The greatest verse?
Yes.
Whoa. Heck nah. The greatest verse. Man, I know that mug around somewhere. Dude. Dang. I ain't gonna say it's the greatest, but I know I body a lot of stuff, man. I body so much stuff. Just YouTube the name YC Bay. Y'all see me bodying these verses, man. It's so many. It's crazy.
So you ain't got no song you did where you like, hey, that song, this mine. I did it. I did my thing on her. This is that anthem. This is important to me. It's real. Everybody needs to hear this.
Well, shoot, what everybody need to hear is that YC Bay, whole nother level. Shoot, them the one. That's the song the checks be coming in off of. So whole nother level. Right. YC Bay. It's around the world. That song has been a blessing to me. It's called Whole Nother Level by YC Bay. That's what everybody needs to tap into. That mug crazy. That mug a hit.
All right. So what type of artist would you classify yourself as?
I would probably classify myself as a conscious trap street artist. Some type of mixture of all them three. Like hip hop. What do you mean, like hip hop rap, like conscious rap,
whatever,
trap?
whatever. Like,
yeah, it'd be like a self-aware trap street artist type stuff.
Okay. Did you ever think about becoming a battle rapper ever?
Yeah, and I tried it, and I peeped that wasn't for me. And after watching so many battles that was too much of a close call, stuff and get real, I'm like, nah, man, I ain't built for that. You start talking about my mom, I might have to just end the whole battle right there, dude. So yeah, that ain't my lane.
You say you ain't got that thick skin like that. You like, hey,
that ain't my lane. I have to jab one there. Like, what you say about my mom? Nah, nigga, what you say about my mom?
You feel sorry for who?
You feel sorry for who?
So, what made you get into acting?
What made me get into acting? All right. Well, I was inspired as a kid by Tupac, watching Juice and pretty much everything that Tupac did, from what's that, Poetic Justice to Above the Rim to all that Tupac stuff. That's what inspired as a kid. But the way I got into the acting is by performing my music in St. Louis and out of St. Louis, setting up my own shows, booking them myself, doing like 2-3 shows a night. Long story short, the host that was hosting a lot of these shows I was pulling up to was also the executive producer to my first movie, which is STL, the movie, which introduced me into this acting movie type stuff or whatever. But anyway, over a period of time, he noticed my drive and ambition, saw that I was really about this, about making this entertainment business successful of mine. And he said, did I want to be a part of this STL movie? I don't remember auditioning. I just think I got the starring role in that. Long story short, premiered that at the Tivoli Theater. They sold out tickets. It was a sold out show. And after that, it went crazy viral. I think it's over almost at 1 million right now on YouTube. But I started pushing it in the streets as far as, the entrepreneurship, applying this pressure. And that made me want to keep going because I was successful at it. And that led to my next movie, ATM Solutions Heist movie. And that led to my next movie, Plastic Dreams, the movie. And that made me want to write, direct, and produce my own movie, which is Hella Droll, the movie. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's some more stuff, but yeah, this long story short.
He acted in some of my stuff too, But
right, can't forget Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, the greatest stories never told. You know what I'm saying?
Uncensored stage and all that.
Uncensored stage, you feel?
But so let's touch some more on your film, Hella Drove, the movie. What made you really want to, like, okay, you was acting, but what made you say, I can do this as a writer too? Like, I write music, I act, because a lot of people think, I done seen a lot of people say that, oh, I can write a movie too, and the movies be trash. They think they can translate from the music to the film world. And you actually, me being a film writer and director, went to school for this. I was pleasantly shocked. I was like, this movie's actually good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to be your first film, you covered everything. It's like it felt like you jumped right in, like you was a professional. So what led to that? What made you want to do that? And why do you think that you was able to, make it a success?
I basically, went through my Rolodex and my mental and peeped that I always been a writer as long as I can remember type stuff shit. I remember, like, far as that stint we was talking about when I was locked up, I remember I wrote a whole book/movie while I was locked up, and it was called Bricks. And it was basically about two dudes, real young in the streets, like 7 to 8, basically coming up in the streets. Like, the story was hella dope. Anyway, long story short, I got out of jail. That story was dope enough for somebody to steal. Like, somebody straight stole my physical story type shit. But anyway, with that being said, I always knew I had the skills to write because shit, as long as I remember, I've been putting these stories together. Now, as far as putting my own stuff together, man, it was just, on some Nipsey Hussle, Master P, Spike Lee ownership type, you know what I'm saying? Because I was the star of all these other people's projects that they wrote, directed, and put the money up for. And I wanted to write, direct, and put the money up for my own stuff. So that's what made me put Hella Drove together and made me want to be the driving force to that type stuff.
Okay. So what, you done did all these many roles or whatever. What is your favorite role to you that you have played?
Favorite role? Shoot, my favorite role is Marty and Hella Drove, man. That movie has broken barriers for me. It won awards in the St. Louis Film Festival. That mug, I'm eating off of that mug right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how in the Bible would say Jesus had that one loaf of bread and he fed the whole fucking country, nigga. That's what I'm on with Hella Drove. You feel me? I got this, you know what I'm saying, created something special and I'm busting it down and I'm eating off of it forever. And Hella Drove 2 coming soon too. So I would say Marty from Hella Drove the movie. But next to that, I gotta say Nail from STL the movie, because that's like the St. Louis version of Menace to Society. I play like the old dog type of vibe, and that's a legendary character too.
Okay, so would you say any of those 2 characters you name are similar to you, or are they opposite from
you? I believe, I got similarities to both of them, but like back when I dropped STL the movie, I was on similar time as I guess Old Dog was on, tripping, wilding in the streets, thugging. But hopefully we pray that people live and learn, and that's what I did. Lived and learned and got better throughout time. So yeah, I can say I'm like Morty. Well, was like Morty in a lot of ways because I ain't lived with my mama in over 10 years, but I was 20-something living with my mama and her telling me to wash dishes and all that good stuff. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Goofy stuff like Hella Drove the movie and also gangster shit like STL the movie. I lived and evolved from all of that type stuff.
All right. So let's tap into your book. What's the name of your book and how did that come about?
The name of the book is Conscience of YC Bay. And the reason I named it that long live Porker Bay. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember how the conversation really went, but I remember we was having a conversation when I was a kid, and he was putting real emphasis on conscience, like science type stuff. I can't remember the conversation super clear because I was hella young. But anyway, that word conscience stuck out to me, and I made a book about it. And the book is about how I became a full-time entrepreneur and head of household and maintained to be successful and prosper all at the same time. So basically, it's a story about how sometimes going through the worst can bring out the best in you. Basically, pressure making diamonds. And yeah, it's a story of what set me on track to become a full-time entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Some troubling times. And it was dark. It was grimy. It was fucked up. And y'all need to go YouTube right now because it's the audio version out right now. You know what I'm saying? Conscience of YCBEY. And y'all can listen to me narrate that book. You feel me? So yeah, tap in with it.
So being a high class MC that you is, you know what I'm saying, slaughtering tracks, who is your top 5 favorite hip hop artists of all time?
All right, top 5. Lil Wayne, Lil Boosie, Future, Drake, and this last one, I fucked up in another interview because he caught me off guard with this question. But I fuck with this. The guy said in that interview too. If y'all want to know what I'm talking about, y'all gonna have to go watch the interview. But in this interview, Jeezy.
Okay. That's a solid 5. You know, we gotta have our debate show, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Talk Pocket, Eminem, what it's on.
Right.
Look, we're gonna have a debate show about this, though. Don't even work. All right.
Right.
But so what would you say has been your greatest challenge out here in the industry while doing your thing, trying to make it?
The greatest challenge. The greatest challenge is constantly figuring out ways to get paid off of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would say that's the greatest challenge that I'll be on, because I'm always figuring out how to get paid off of this movie, music, books, entertainment, clothing, enterprise, and lifestyle I'm living. So I'm knocking down them barriers as far as those challenges on figuring out how to get that, straight up in your face income and that passive income, like for us getting money while I'm asleep. And it's just, just keeping my ears open and doing my best to leave no stone unturned. And I would say, working on getting it global, like globally, just getting global on a whole nother level and level after level. But yep, that's what I say.
All right. What has been your greatest accomplishment?
My greatest accomplishment, shoot, I probably have to say Hella drove the movie, man. Like, that's the first time. I ain't never ever did nothing like that. I ain't never direct a comedy movie, pick every individual to be in it, direct them how their personality's supposed to be, put the money up for it, map out the whole play from A to Z, day by day, second to hours to minute, basically masterminded the whole play and then put that mug in the film festival and won an award, man. And so much more I could say, like, man, that's the gift that I got a chance to put my people that been rocking with me my whole life in a movie. And not just in a movie, I put them on a big screen in front of their family. That's the gift that keep on giving. Not only did I did that, it was successful. Everybody fucked with it. That's the gift that keep on giving. I can go on and on and on and on about that, but I say hella drove.
All right. I got an off the wall question for you. All right. If somebody gave you $1 million, Would you do a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Somebody gave me an M right now.
Yeah.
I fuck around and have to do that song, man. Fuck around like, hey man, I need an M. I need an M.
Oh my God, that's crazy. We should get a lot of comments from that answer. But, what advice would you give for any like upcoming young person who want to do music, trying to get in the game? Like, what advice would YC? You know, you done been through it. You almost a veteran out in these. Well, you are a veteran out in these streets. That you've been doing this for years and years. So, what advice would you give to them? Hold on. And before you answer that, well, I'm gonna let you answer that first.
All right, say the question one more time.
What advice would you give to the youth who's trying to come up in this?
Hey, I would give the youth advice as far as just being a self, keeping it real with they self at all times. If something don't feel right, don't do it. Don't say it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't put no energy into it. You know what I'm saying? My advice would be learn what discernment is and make sure your discernment is on a whole nother level. Always know that 85% of conversation is nonverbal, is body language. Learn how to read the nonverbals and just be on a whole nother level mentally and spiritually and maneuver through this thing called life with your intentions righteous. Not to say you got to be all righteous, but your intentions, do your best to make sure your intentions is righteous.
All right. So what advice would you give to YC 15 years ago, to your own self?
Man, shit, boss up even sooner. Start putting money in yourself and flipping dimes into dollars real quick. I would have taught myself the formula and I would have been bossed up way sooner. And yeah.
Do you have any, from everything you've been through, do you have any regrets in life?
Nah, man, straight up. Everything I've been through, everything I done lived, it got me to this point where I'm at now. Everybody is sum total of all the choices they ever made to this very point. That's what got me here. Shit, you know, ain't nobody perfect. So I just keep that in mind and keep going.
All right. So my last question. When it is all said and done, when you are long gone from this earth, what is it that you want people to know about YC Bay?
That YC Bay is God on earth, living in heaven on earth, man. I'm the phoenix that rose up out the fire, you feel me? I'm the rose that grew up out of the concrete. I am God personified. I'm the living legend. Y'all know what the fuck going on. It's God in this bitch. That's what the fuck it's been. That's what it's gonna be. And that's what it is.
All right, we got YC. So let the people know where they can find you at. You got anything coming up?
Hey man, y'all can find me on all streaming platforms as far as music. Y'all can find me on all social media platforms. YCBEY. It's all the same on everything. Hella Drove 2. The script is written. It's already locked and loaded. I'm putting that play together, crossing T's, dotting I's. I'm always in the streets promoting. So if you in the St. Louis area when I'm out here, you won't see me in the streets. And if I'm in your city, tap in and shit. What else? I'm always dropping freestyle, so stay tapped into my Instagram. I'm always taking people that's already popping instrumentals and killing it way harder than they killing it. And shit, man, so much going on. Y'all just got to tap in and follow the campaign. YC Bay. Yeah.
All right, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. You know, I had to do this, you know, like I got a first-hand view of your growth, seeing you as from a kid on up to now, you know what I'm saying? And you just got better and better at your lyrics. You know me, I'm a person about lyrics more than the beat. You know, the beat is dope. Like Jada said, Streets help niggas don't help the streets. Yeah, I use beats for help. We help the beats, you know what I'm saying? So I've been focusing on every line, and you are one of those artists who pay attention to every line that you do. You know what I'm saying? You don't just make stuff rhyme for no reason. You want to be like, hey man, I'm eating some rice, and then look at that slight, you know, like
right,
that actually goes together. And people feel your lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about you as an artist. Like you can feel what you've been going through, no matter what type of song, if it's a powerful song, if it's an anthem song, if it's a grind hard song, a love song, like you feel everything that you've been doing your lyrics, and you can tell you are authentic artists. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't be themselves, and you're just you. And I think that's what makes you stand out for real.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the acknowledgement, the recognition. Thank you. Appreciate that for real.
All right, and keep doing what you're doing, bro. And I'm gonna let you know when this article come out and everything, and this interview will be on there too. So salute to you, bro.
Likewise, big bro.
All right, I love you, bro.
Love you too, big bro.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, peace.
Peace out.